It's your boy Trey coming at you with another D Dot Producers Corner recording tip. Before I get into the tip of the day, I want to give a shout out to that boy D Dot, that boy Big Rich, my boy Chosen. What's good, fellas? Icebreaker Radio in there. All right, let's get into this tip. Today we're going to talk about tempo-based recording. First of all, you do not want to go to anyone's studio who does not know how to do this. The reason being that it's going to take a long time in your recording process. We use tempo bass for just that, to help our recording process run smoothly. With tempo-based recording, simply what it is that whatever tempo the track was produced in, we want to have our project tempo set to that tempo of the track. Being that if it's 85, 84, whenever we're recording, we want our tempo set at that tempo. Now, I'm sure that in Pro Tools and Logic, there is some type of VST project tool, edit tool that will allow you to use something to help you find what the tempo of that track is. I'm going to be using Cubase 5. Everyone who knows me knows that I rep for the Cubase Steinberg. Okay, now, what I use in Cubase is what we call a beat calculator. I'm going to go to Project, and I'm going to click on Beat Calculator. Now, before I get into that, I want to let you know one of the things that I like to do when I get a track, no matter if it's a track from a producer that puts it in your hand, or whether it's your track, or whether it's a track that's downloaded off the internet. We have to find the tempo. I will not start recording unless I find that tempo, because I want my artist to be comfortable. So let's get into it. Now, as I said, we have the beat calculator here. We like to record hip hop in 4/4 time, R&B at times, or unless you're organized noise and you like to record tracks sometimes or produce tracks in 6/4 time. So let's get into this. Now, as we see right here, it says 4/4, which is 4 beats per measure. When I start the song, I'm going to listen for the kick, which a lot of times starts on the 1. Now, sometimes when you get tracks and you import them into your project window, you'll find that in the front of that track, before the waves start to really show, like right here, they'll have a black line in front of it. That's air that you want to take out of that track. I like to make sure I take that out so I can start right on the first bar of the track. And as you can see, I'm right on the first bar. So I'll get that. I'm going to take the snap button off because right now I want to show you something. I could just take it and slide it and move it to the front of the track. Bow. There it is. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and zoom in, and I'm going to get ready to find the tempo. Now, as you can see here to the right on this beat calculator, we have a tap tempo button. And what that tap tempo button allows us to do is to tap the space bar and count. And that's one thing you have to know how to do if you're going to do tempo-based recording. You have to know how to count. I mean, to be a producer, you have to know how to count if you're going to make tracks. Okay, or just produce music, period, to make sure things are on. A lot of times you'll do something and you're wondering, if you don't know how to count, you're wondering why people are not really feeling the track. Well, first thing is it's not in sync. It's not on time. So work on that if you don't know how to do it. Now, we're going to go ahead and start the track. And like I said, I'm going to listen for that kick. And then once I hear that kick, I'm going to start to tap my space bar and count to find the tempo of the track. Here we go. Notice how as I tap the space bar, this number here will start to move. And it's going to stay in a certain area, a certain tempo. Let's watch. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice that it's standing at 79 range. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop it. Now we know it looks like the tempo is going to be at 79. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my transport here. Now, when I originally started to record this song, before all of these beautiful waves were on here, the track looked like this. And it was set to the default tempo, which was 120 at 4 times, 4 beats per measure. Now, so what I did was once I tapped the tempo out, I came here and I clicked on tempo, and instead of saying the tempo track, it says tempo fixed. Now, what that means is that I'm going to go in here and manually set the tempo of the project, of the recording session. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to press 79. 79 was there because, like I said, I've already done this, but I'm using this for instructional purposes. So I press 79, enter. Now, I know that the end of the verse ends here. It's around 31, 32, as we can see. The hook's going to come in right around there. So I should be able to, because if I have the tempo right, it's going to slide into place. Now I'm going to go up here. Whenever I get ready to slide hooks or slide any type of information that's inside of this project, I'm going to click on snap, my snap button. And you're going to notice that when I slide this, it's going to look like it has some type of resistance on it. Notice it. See how it's kind of choppy? It's kind of moving, kind of choppy. So I know it ended around 31, 32. So I'm going to, you see how that boom, slides right into place. Let's see how that sounds and if we're in the right spot. And there it is. Right on time. It did not take long. You guys can do this. Make sure you know how to count your bars out, because it'll make this process so much easier. And when you're doing this, the artist is going to thank you because they were able to get into their zone and not have to worry about doing this hook over and over again. So that is the producers, D-Dot Producers Corner recording tip. Producers, stay on your game, stay grinding, and make the best beats you could ever make. 1.